Meanwhile, one of the best financial stocks in the S&P 500 so far this year has been Morgan Stanley. Those shares are up more than 20% this year, hitting a new record intraday high in trading today. Our Leslie Picker is at Morgan Stanley's Global Healthcare Conference in New York City with an exclusive interview with Chairman and CEO Ted Pick. Leslie.
Hey, Dom, thank you. And thank you, Ted, for being here and doing this with us.
My namesake.
Pick
Welcome.
And Picker.
Fantastic to have you.
Reunited. So here we are at your healthcare conference. I know you've been talking with customers, both on the corporate side as well as the investment management side. Do you get the sense from them that a slowdown is coming?
I get the sense that we are busy because the resiliency that you've had to have as a CEO or CFO over the last many years, and then through COVID, and now Trump 1, Biden, Trump 2, that's all in the memory bank. And now we're in a place where I think some of the policy uncertainty is actually starting to get quantified. It's starting to get better known in the C-suite. So this is kind of a moment at this healthcare conference where you can feel busy activity, strategic, M&A, offerings. It feels like the flywheel's really kicking in.
As they call it, animal spirits. So it sounds like people aren't too concerned about what's going on in the jobs market. We saw those very big revisions in the 12 months through March. You're not hearing any concerns kind of behind the scenes from the C-suite level about deteriorating conditions in the labor market?
Well, folks like you and I, Leslie, we sort of live and die by, the latest print. But the reality is, if you took kind of a positive view of some of the policy execution by Scott, by Bessent and the team, the three prongs, they kind of front-end loaded some of the tough stuff, right? There was a bunch of DOGE, and then tariffs and immigration. Some of the stuff on the front end, pretty tough stuff where you don't really necessarily know where the policy outcome is going to shake out. But corporate CEOs start thinking, I've seen some of the headwinds coming through, and the policy uncertainty seems to be narrowing a bit. And I've been sitting on these strategic decisions, and now we have this sort of endogenous reality of AI kicking in. I need to act. So, yes, there may be a little bit of a slowdown. There may be a hot print here and there. But today's a good example. Significant negative revision, but rates have sold off a bit, and equities are fine. So what is that telling you? That's telling you that maybe some of the data is backward looking. It's also telling you we're on to the next report, which is the inflation reports later this week. So we have to see how it plays out. But there is so much going on with respect to the administration's attempt to re-architect industrial policy and to deal with these fiscal massive deficits that we've had for such a long time. They've attempted to do all of this in under 18 months. And in fairness, we need to let some of this play out. But a lot of the hard work, the front end of the three prongs, the tax bill, which gets a check, the tariffs, which I'd say get a soft check, they're in the courts, but a lot of the bilateral negotiations have taken place, so I give that a soft check. And then dereg, which is clearly going to be a win for a whole bunch of industries, hopefully healthcare as well. I think boardrooms are thinking, you know what, a lot of the tough stuff has already been put in front of us and on the back of the pandemic. We really don't have more excuses to wait. The time value of inaction is real now. And so you got to take calculated risks. You either get bigger to try to defeat some of the cost of AI and to sort of scale in a re-globalizing world, or maybe you'll siphon off businesses that don't have the multiple you want. But for us, the commonality is action. There's action now. And for us as Morgan Stanley raises, manages, and allocates capital for institutions, for corporates, for institutional investors, and then importantly for our wealth clients. Action is the lingua franca, the currency of what we do.